Okay, today is our leg day, and it's quad focused. Now, for leg day, normally doesn't go any further than that, but I'm thinking today that I don't know what's going on with me, man. I can't tell if I'm like sick or if it's the allergies or something's going on. Maybe it's something I ate. I don't know, man. When you get like that feeling of like that like drawn out, kind of mellow feeling, like you know that you're feeling like you're getting sick, and you're just trying to figure out what it might be. That's kind of the stage where I'm at right now. Because like allergies are one thing, man, but this is getting crazy. Downright wild, even. But at the very least, we're going to maintain for legs. The hamstrings are still a little sore from the leg day on Saturday, which is kind of wild to say. Makes me wonder if I maybe did too much. But oh well, that's something you kind of go by feel. It doesn't feel like pain, it just feels like, you know, that kind of like dull soreness. At any rate, I don't got nothing today, man. I am energy level at an all-time low today, so I'm gonna save it. We're gonna get through the day, we're gonna get to the gym, and we're gonna see how we do, so without really taking up too much more time, especially if I don't really have anything else to say, I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, we're gonna do a little more today. I mean, we'll say right hamstring here. It's pretty tender, and I don't really know why. So with that, we're gonna be a little cautious on the hamstring aspect of today. Probably gonna go a little lighter than normal. I just don't want to do anything, especially when you feel like that. Like normally it's a sign, so I'm just not gonna fuck with it. Gonna do 3 sets on this, 6 to 8, slow, controlled, the whole 9 yards. Try not to let our ass roll forward and keep all the tension on the legs here. Fuck. That's pretty good. Pretty fried up on the quads, man. I did a few warm-ups, and I know that I'm adding a substantial amount of weight, but the only thing with the hack squat, dude, is just that you roll your hips forward so early on, and at least in this machine. Normally I don't do that in the others, but not much else we can do. It's the only one we got. So we'll work with it. I'm gonna do a second one. I'm just rethinking, dude. I keep thinking about like, where should I position my feet? And I was like, oh, if I position it out here, right? Maybe that'll help because it's a little more in line with the quads. But I'm like, no, look at where you're sitting. it's not going to keep you as in line. It's going to have you run forward a little bit. So having them closer and having them further down, I feel like helps you more in the quad department. Helps you get the stretch earlier on before you roll your hips, so to speak. Anyway, let's get the safety off that. I'm gonna go for round 2 here. Come on. Okay. A little shoddy there at the end. Okay. You got one more. I'm going to lower the weight a little bit. That way we can actually hit a consistent rep range here. Thinking 35. Perfect. It's right here. Why is it fucking wet? Ew. I'm having a little bit of a knee pain as well. Specifically, again, on the dominant leg. Which, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's weird. So, I know that locking out and kind of causing this motion when you flex the quads. Holding that is a nice way to kind of remedy that. Build your strength back in your joints. You have to excuse that as well. It's my allergies here. I scratch my scratch my throat. Allergies are crazy this year. Fuck it. Last one, man. Then we gotta go to some hamstring stuff. And that hamstring stuff is basically just gonna be a bit light, especially for this hamstring. Anyway, look at 6 to 8 again. I'm gonna bounce at the end. This goal is like you corkscrew your heels in. I mean, to focus quads, I really kind of push more with the ball of my foot than I do with my heel. Luckily, it doesn't cause any instability, but yeah, fuck it. Let's just go to hamstrings, man. I gotta figure out what I'm doing weight-wise, and I want to see how comfortable I feel with actually working it. Now, normally I would do the sitting leg curl, but those are pretty preoccupied right now, so like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work it lighter because it definitely is a little tweaked. I mean, I can feel it going into that deeper stretch. No, not my keys. What was it? Yeah, so hamstrings, right? On this one here, that full stretch, like if I were to go right about here, man, which is not a lot. Feel it on this one more than I do this one. Little flare up. And I mean, like, you can't work through that. I wouldn't recommend ever working through something like that. If you feel like, you got some type of kind of funky thing going on, last thing you want to do is be injured. That's like the #1 killer of your games. The worst way and the worst thing you could possibly do, man, is get injured when you're kind of on a hot streak. And now I'm not on any hot streak right now. I'm working out as normal, but you don't want to do that. Just nice, relaxed move here. I mean, a little bit. It's not like we're not putting in work, but it's like we're not putting in as much work. We're definitely capping ourselves off here. I also rolled out a little bit this morning. I was kind of unsure of how this is feeling. So we're just going to go for a little while here. Get that blood flow going to it. Get another one. I think this will call for only 2 sets, longer amounts of reps, more time under tension for it, just at a lighter weight. Basically, I just want to access as much blood flow as I can to kind of just start the healing process a little faster for it, We're not straining ourselves, we're not doing anything crazy like that, we're just making sure that we can make it to next week. So give me a minute here. Okay. Go for the set 2 at 2 here. Same weight. Just gonna rep it out. I'm not gonna count, because we're gonna get well over 10. But enough to, again, increase the blood flow. And we got our quad extensions, which I think we can go adequately hard on, even though it's an antagonist muscle. It doesn't take the brunt of that weight. So, give this one a little send here. Be on our way. Look. Get a nice long stretch. That pause at the bottom is very important. You don't want any momentum. And 2 back down. Pause. Slow down. Take a little pressure off that one right now. Just see how we are strength-wise. Yeah, look at that. Big difference right now. Definitely a bit of a tweak. Okay. I'm not going to push it. Whew. Pretty good, man. Feels, I mean, it's a little swollen. All right. We've got our quad extensions, and then I'll do some accessory work. I might show you guys some accessory work today. I want to do the inside the groin muscle on the outside. some abdominals, so just gonna move on for that. All right, we got 4 sets in this one with the single leg. It's gonna be a little bit. Machine's still broke, which I mean, nothing short of sucks. What can you do? Point of rotation in our knees here. That's what we can do. A lot heavier than I felt like it was gonna be, but sometimes that's good. Push right through it. Do the other one. A little click at the end, but kept the tension majority of the way. Pretty good overall. But we still got a long ways. These are gonna be long sets, man. Two out of 4 here. I'm gonna try to match the last set. And you know my theory on that. It shouldn't really be either easy, and it shouldn't really be possible if we are really pushing. It didn't feel like the hardest set imaginable, so I'm wondering if we might. Really hope not, but we'll find out. Let me give it all I got. Wow. I mean, fuck, I can't believe I matched it. That annoys the fuck out of me. Alright. We will go to 55. Let's see what we can do. The last 2 here. No. 2 more. 55 here. Just a little less, but should be enough. Adequate. I always do the reverse pyramid, you know. A lot of people like to do the regular pyramid. I think it works okay. I just feel like if you're gonna put all the energy to get to a certain weight, you might as well just do those for warm-up sets. You know, you warm up, do your heaviest, then you go down. I feel like that's more of a natural order because you're gonna be strongest when you start, right? Why go for the heaviest weight when you have the least amount of energy? I don't really get that from like a stimulus perspective, I guess. But I don't know. That's just my way. I mean, some people just do the standard, same amount of weight, just see how many reps they can get on each set, and I feel like it's probably better overall than doing like a regular pyramid. But at the same time, and that also kind of depends on like if you're older, or if you need the extra warm up, injuries, things like that. So I can't really say one way is worse than the other, but I feel like in my mind, given my scenario, the reverse pyramid works the best. So we're just gonna keep sticking with it. Heaviest to lightest in the last one. Don't bounce. I think that was more. It's kind of weird. Kind of lost track. Okay, we got one more. So looking back at it, yeah, I did. I have no idea how I got off by like 2 reps. It's really silly. Kind of stupid if you ask me, but I guess I was too focused on just hitting the rep. Wasn't counting. Normally I feel like I kind of focus in, but that was weird. But mistakes happen, You're never not going to make a mistake in your training, At some point it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. I'm going to take a few more seconds just to kind of rest up here. And then we'll get right back into it, Last set always feels the best, You did your regimen, you went into it, you felt good about it. Even if you didn't feel good about it, you came here and you still did it. I think that says a lot. On your own accord, you came in. Maybe you didn't come in on your own accord, you still came in. No matter how you look at it, you still did it. So, let's finish it. Let's do it. Seven and 7. That's a weird combo. Okay. think we're gonna hit a little bit on the accessories and then we're gonna call it. I can do that. Just give me 1 minute. All right, we're gonna see if we have a battery even to run this quick look at the legs here. Give me 1 sec. Just gotta go down a little bit like that. I'm not too worried about it. Legs are not my forte, if you know. But doesn't mean we're necessarily horrible on them. Gotta get my balance on that. I don't know if you'll even be able to see the difference in how swollen the hamstrings are, man. That one, it's right across there. So definitely a little bit of a tweaked hamstring. Something we'll work with. I also hit a little abdominals, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like it. Still got a sizable layer on that. Thanks to the bulk, it's pretty much all of where my body fat goes. But not bad. Really not bad. We'll just keep an eye out on the hamstring here, and tomorrow we'll go right back into it, right back into the split. We got chest up for grabs again, so you know how that goes. Saying remains the same. Until I see you guys again, be kinder than necessary. Peace.